Seizure and you got it on video.
Yeah, let's go. All right, so we're doing a podcast, I guess. That light's gonna shut off sometime during this, and yeah. What's good, you flippin' losers? Welcome back to the podcast. I say welcome back because I've never done this before. Basically,
sense.
in this podcast, we're gonna talk about mainly this. Yeah, my friend broke his hand. Yeah, it's great.
Oh yeah.
This is so basically we got our podcast points right here. It's pretty cool. So basically, we're just gonna start by talking about that night. So it starts off with us in the locker room. I was not gonna go to this session. We went to the gymnastics academy in Rapid City with my friend Richard Peters. We're going to kill this podcast. His information will be in a link in the description or whatever YouTubers say, I guess. But, yeah. But Zane's like, I've never been there. We're talking. I'm like, you know what? We're going. It's going to be hype. Now, going into this, I had brought a friend. We're not going to say his name. And we're not going to say anything about him besides the fact that when he went, he didn't do anything. And he kind of killed the vibe. We're good now. Like, I didn't get pissed at him. I kind of expected that. But I didn't realize how that would affect other people. So, having that in mind, I told him that. So, he's going in there, and I'm, like, telling him, like, you're going to do great. You're going to send stuff. It's going to be amazing. You're going to be sending right off the bat, and we're just going to have a hype night. And he's, like, hyping himself up.
I felt so good that night. Just that I was feeling so good. I had not been in sports for a while, and I was feeling really good.
We both were.
I was so
insane.
excited.
Track practice. We had a workout that day. I still felt amazing. But we get there with the mindset of it's send or die. And
I died.
He died. So.
Third trick of the night.
Yeah. Mind you, this is his first time on spring floor. And you talk. You go for it. You start explaining that night.
Okay. So, we got there, and I was having a blast, and so stretching out, and then we get going. I back foot, feels normal, nothing really crazy, a little under-rotated, and then I round off back foot, nothing crazy again.
You fell on your back.
I did over-rotate a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. It was spring floor, his first time.
I didn't expect anything crazy.
Anybody who's done that has been there.
Yeah, so at spring floor, I was like, okay, it can't be that much different. You're just going to give you more of a boost. That's not really how it works, I guess. I found that out the hard way.
It's not a trampoline. It's a floor that has a little extra spring for momentum.
Yeah. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Until I was on the ground.
So, the trick he was sending was an Arabian. And I'll put that beautifully right here for the video of me doing it. Because I decided I'm not going to film tonight. I'm walking up and I'm like, I should film tonight. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, no, it's about him. I'm going to get him really good. I'm not going to vlog tonight.
Wish we would have.
Gosh, I wish I had vlogged. Oh my gosh, it was
such
so
a crazy
gross.
Night.
But yeah, he's doing an Arabian. He's only ever done this trick on trampoline, and I love you, but he doesn't know how to round off. He's tried so many times, and he can't round off.
It's horrible.
So he's doing a round off Arabian on spring floor, and he doesn't go get a mat. I said you should get a mat for this trick.
My idea was, let's just be steady. Let's go for it. What's the worst thing that happens? I fall?
Exactly. And I was encouraging him. I'm like, you know what? You're big, steady. Let's do it. So he goes for it. And as he round offs, this is like his best round off he's ever done. I mean, the best round off he's ever done. And that's the problem. He round off, and he goes straight up, not knowing that you still have to take an angle on spring floor. Because it's not a trampoline. It doesn't go with you. It just goes, it lets you jump off of it. It doesn't go like this with you. It fling you. Spring floor, not trampoline. Basically the end of it.
Found that out the hard way.
Yeah, so he goes up with no momentum. I mean, you watch all these people and they're like, I did my first backflip, and you just see them like barely do a gainer, and then they just stop above their head and they like freak out and they try to get over and they just... It was like him. That was him. Except he got around somehow, because he's Zane. This kid gets hurt all the time, and it's amazing. But this time, he actually got hurt.
Yeah, it wasn't just something minor.
Yeah. So he's going, and he goes around, and he lands. And I'll have you talk about that.
Okay, so I got around, and, me not knowing spring floor, tried to catch myself, which I'm finding out now was not the best decision. So I tried to catch myself, and everything came down on it, and it was crazy because it didn't hurt. I stood up, and I wanted to try it again. I honestly stood up and was like, hey, guys, I'm good. I got this next time. And then my hand was dangling, and they're all screaming wrist, and...
Oh, yeah, we were screaming wrist. Okay, so basically, the reason we were screaming so loud, so he went for the trick, did the round off, barely made it over in here. And he's literally landing like this, and he decides to catch himself. Him catching himself was him landing on his hand on spring floor.
Yeah, my whole weight came down on my body, on my one right hand.
This happened.
He
caught himself because he's that short. Short lives matter. We're both short. But he lands on his hand.
Yeah.
And
it was gross.
It literally was like this.
You could literally see it was broken.
Like, it was obvious. Like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, he just broke his hand.
Yep.
Like, I saw him land. I'm like, he broke his hand. I say that to Richard.
They're looking at it. Yep, it's broken.
And then he gets up, and I'm like, oh. And he's smiling. I'm like, I'm like, are you good? And then he stands up, and I see his wrist, and he's like, no. He's like, because he's like saying, like, yeah, I wanted to do it again.
I didn't realize what was going on.
He didn't know. He was very, like, you could see it in his eyes. He was dazed and in shock.
I was confused.
Because he said, I could do it again, as he's laying on the ground. When you said, I could do it again, I could go right now, this is after we've told him and found out his hand is broken. This is not when he's standing up.
My adrenaline was so high, and I had no clue what was going on.
We're in the car.
At that point, I was just, like, high. I was literally high at that point.
No, literally. No, like...
I was sitting in the car like
he had an adrenaline high because he can be a stupid kid sometimes. Because, to be fair, I'm 18. I'm a junior. It's complicated. Don't worry about it. He's an 8th grader. And he's my neighbor. He's not my brother, for all the people that think that. He just comes to my house sometimes, and we hang out.
Yep. Touchdown.
Not the hand I was going for. Yeah, but, gosh, dude.
That car ride was so
That
fun.
car ride was hectic, because I'm sitting there, and he's making jokes, and I want to laugh at him, but I'm just like, I just brought this kid. He broke
It'd be one thing if my mom was pissed. Well, she didn't care.
Call his mom, and she's like, hey, Eli, how's it going? I'm like, yeah, so you know how I brought Zane here? She's like, yeah. I'm like, well, he went for this new trick, and he broke his hand. And she's like, oh. Like, it wasn't like, oh. Like, my mom would have been like, oh my gosh! And I love Danielle. This is no hate at all. She's awesome. And she's just like, oh. I'm like, my son breaking himself. Like,
she's gone through all this. Noah used to get hurt all the time. And
so I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to drive him to urgent care. Then she calls me while I'm driving. Can you actually take him to the pediatric center? We have our special doctor. And I'm like, of course you do, because this kid breaks himself. Like,
constantly. Ankles are rough.
But yeah, no. It broke in 4 different places.
All 4 of these. Right here.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, and it was, like, literally that close. Like,
I should have had surgery.
It was
100%.
literally less. It was half of a half. It was, like, a half of a fourth of an inch. That's how close he was for that break going all the way to his growth plate.
It was bad.
Which is a miracle, because that's...
And the fact that I didn't need surgery. I know doctor walked in and was like, hey, this is the first time I've ever walked into a room and said, hey, you have more than 1 break. And you don't need pins and screws. So the swelling, I think, is what moved it back, though. Because that first night, it wasn't swollen at all. We went to the doctor. They were like, hey, yeah, you're going to need plates and stuff. This is bad. They're moved. It's not okay.
His hand wasn't getting bigger.
No.
It was getting purple. It was getting cold. And his shaking wasn't happening as much on this hand as it was this hand.
Yeah. And it was like, everything was pulled away. It was weird looking. And then they go, you're going to need surgery. Like, if they were open, I'd send you there right now to go get surgery. Because they are all moved and scattered. And then we came back in the next morning to orthopedic center where they would most likely were going to give us surgery. And we gave them our x-rays, and they didn't burn them on. I don't know if I told you that.
You didn't tell me
but, yeah, they didn't burn them on the CD. So they had to go take new x-rays, and everything was back to where they were supposed to be. It was crazy.
That's a miracle, man.
Yeah.
God bless. Wow.
I know.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It didn't burn on at all. They're like, yeah, well, it didn't burn on, so we got to go get more x-rays. And everything was back where it's supposed to be. So we got to look at those x-rays.
That's crazy.
Everything was lined up, and it was crazy.
That's actually insane.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so now for the cool questionnaire part of the podcast. What went through your mind, like, as it's breaking?
Okay,
like,
so...
as you're landing, what's going through your mind?
Nothing. I hit the ground, and So, first of all, I'm in the air, and I'm like, oh, this feels really good. And then I started to twist more than I thought I was. And I was like, oh, this could be bad. And then I hit the ground, and I didn't feel anything right away. Stood up, there's a little minor pain in my right wrist. And I was like, man, it's weird. And then I looked at it, and it was sitting there like this, and everything was pulled. And I was like, oh, okay, there's something wrong. Then they told me it was broken. And I'm laying there going, oh, Mom's going to kill me. Oh, Mom's going to kill me. We're 2 days into golf. Qualified for state last year.
Yeah.
Oh, Mom's going to kill me.
As a 7th grader, he went to state.
Oh, Mom's
just
going to
saying.
kill me.
Like,
I'm not a bad golfer. My dad makes me golf all the time, so I'm not bad. So I'm sitting there going, oh, Mom's going to kill me. And then she answers, no big deal. And then now it's, oh, Dad's going to kill me.
I'm like, do you want to call your dad? He's like,
no.
No. I'm like, you sure? He's like, he's going to yell at me on your phone.
I begged to not call my dad even when we got home the next day. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah. Ah, man. Yeah, saying his hand was like this is an understatement. Like,
it was here.
Like, it's literally as
bad.
limp as you can think about it, because it, like...
I took steps and it would hobble. Like, oh, hell.
Like,
Yeah, it was rough.
It was very gross to look at, but thankfully we have a friend who's in my grade I've seen him dislocate his knee about 4 times. So I'm a little used to it, but that was gross.
It was lucky.
But, man, if I was filming...
I wish you were, too. That would have been amazing.
We literally were like, we don't need to film tonight. We're just going to have fun.
We're just going to have a chill sesh. It's going to be amazing.
Teach him how to full and do cool new tricks. Like, he's going to do it. His first time there. Don't need to film him learning. I did a flip. I did one backflip to show him how spring floor works. I'm like, you can jump up and down, and then you can do this. And it was like a bad backflip. Like, I was like, because I didn't care. Like, I wasn't there to be, like,
super crazy.
Eli Isaac flips.
Yeah.
I was there to be with him. But, yeah. Okay, so fear factor going forward. So, since this, he has been flipping with me. And I will put an edit at the end of this video of all the flips from a few days we did. But, fear factor from all these flips that you've been doing, with the cast, without the cast, or just fear factor in general, not with flips and everything.
Definitely. So, the funny thing is, immediately after I broke it, the week after we were going to Arizona. But the thing is, my hand was so swollen that they could not cast it, or else they would have some problems with it. At one point, if they casted it, they said it would probably fall off because there was so much swelling that when the swelling went down, it'd fall off. So we planned on getting it casted Thursday. Well, we left Wednesday. So that wasn't really going to work.
Yeah. So it didn't swell the first day, but holy cow, it swelled the second day.
It was crazy. I mean, we have pictures if you want to put them in.
Yeah, I'll put pictures in.
So they're like, hey, it's too swollen. We'll get it done Thursday. And my mom's going, well, crap. We're going to be gone. They go, okay, we'll do it that Monday. Well, so I had this little dinky little brace that they gave me the night I broke it. And that thing broke in like 6 different places. Like, that thing was just not anything good. So I'm in Arizona, swimming, taking it off, swimming, playing with Eli. Like, oh, yeah, I did all the stuff you weren't supposed to do. I hit that
Eli's
thing.
My little cousin.
My little cousin.
Not me.
Yep, Cheddar, sorry.
Yeah, we'll call him Cheddar.
I hit my hand so many times that weekend. And was like, it was in pain the whole time. It was horrible. I tried to do everything everyone else was doing. I can't. But I did because, I'm too active to just sit out. So they come in.
I'm sitting here like you're an idiot, but I do the exact same thing.
We're sitting there taking.
I've done the exact same thing with a shoulder injury.
Yep. They're coming in to take X-rays when we get back there, and I'm just sitting there going, "Oh, don't be moved, don't be moved, don't be moved. I don't need surgery. I'm just gonna tell myself I don't." Take the X-rays. We walk in there, and they go, "Yeah, they're already starting to heal." It's like, oh man.
Okay, guys. Like, I also haven't heard some of this stuff, so I'm here.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, it's starting to heal. It looks really good. We're looking at the X-rays. They're like, oh yeah, they're already starting to form. I'm like, oh man, it's crazy. They go, yeah. They told me 6 to 8 weeks when I went in Wednesday, minimum. Probably closer to 8. So I was like, dang, golf season's shot. Darn it. Well, I walk in there. They get ready to...
You told me about this part.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I walk in there and they take the X-rays and they're like, yeah, probably 3 weeks. You get your cast. They put the cast on. They go, yep, we'll schedule for May 4th. Come back in. It's like, okay, perfect. So now I've got 3 weeks and a month left of golf that I can still compete in.
He broke his hand in 4 places, and they gave him 3 weeks to heal, and he's done it. That's beyond me.
I couldn't believe it either.
That's beyond me. My gosh.
That was crazy.
Oh, so the past few weeks. I do want to say something because I know I've put it in my videos that we call him Cheddar. So we're just going to... We call
you
Eli...
Go over why that there?
Yeah.
Why? Okay, sounds
So
good.
there's a reason we call this Eli Cheddar. For one, we called him Junior for a while, but that doesn't work.
It doesn't stick.
You can't call someone Junior.
No. And speaking that we have 2 Eli's, you can't just say Eli.
You can't say Eli because then I think it's me.
Yeah, and then, so, us driving to Rapid, right? We're sitting in the car. He's talking about this movie.
This idiot.
Called Fight Club. And we're talking, he's like, yeah, they talk about clam cheddar. And then we're all making fun of him.
Clam cheddar.
Yeah, like an idiot. No, it's clam chowder.
Not clam chowder.
He said cheddar.
Cheddar.
So he makes the most stupid decisions ever, and then argues with us.
He argues with us.
Like, legitimately straight up argued with us that we were wrong and he was right. And he knew he wasn't. So he finally proved it to him and he was like, darn it. So now Cheddar's just stuck. He's kind of stuck with it.
His name is
forever.
Cheddar because it rolls off the tongue.
And he's just,
Cheddar.
If you're going to be stupid, you gotta be able to handle it. So.
Yeah, so we call him Cheddar now for that reason. 1, because my name's Eli.
Yo.
And his name's Eli. 2,
he's just.
because what grade is he in?
7th.
He's a 7th grader.
Makes poor decisions.
I'm an adult.
That's crazy. Think, look at the diversity in our group here.
Yeah, there is a diversity in our group. We have me, an adult who's also a junior because I was homeschooled and I did 3rd grade twice, but now I'm finishing high school this summer, so it doesn't matter. We have Isaac Dean,
A junior.
who is a junior. I'll put
Ian.
dumb pictures of them somewhere. And then we have Ian, who's a sophomore. And yeah, he's really tall. Height is a very big
tall.
variety in this group. Then we have Zane, who is an 8th grader. And then we have Cheddar, a 7th grader. Now for a freshman, yeah, so sneak peek. We have a friend who's a freshman who we're trying to get on this train. He's on his way. We're trying to. He keeps fishing or golfing. He didn't golf though. He brought someone else to golf, his little brother. But we won't say his name yet. He looks like Dominic Hughes. He's literally just a short and idiotic looking Dominic Hughes. He also looks like Sydney Lou Who. If Dominic Hughes and Sydney Lou Who had a baby, it's this kid.
I've never thought about that.
That's all I'm gonna
so
say. If
true,
Dominic
though.
Hughes, Sydney Lou
That's
Who
so true.
had a baby,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
this kid. It's this freshman.
I've never thought about that.
It is though. It's perfectly
It is.
both
That's
of them.
100%.
100%. Literally.
Never thought about that.
Once you guys see his face, you will. There is no disagreement on this subject. Okay, so the past few weeks, I'm gonna put the clip of you punching that bag.
Perfect.
Yeah. So there's a punching bag at Get Air now, or a punching machine thing, and I'm doing it right because I want to see how hard I can hit. And I don't know. I hear the machines are rigged and it's just this laser. I don't care. It's fun. I'm not doing this to flex.
I see numbers.
I'm a Jake Paul or something. Like, I'm not that level. I'm not making fun of Jake Paul either. Okay. I think he's a good boxer. I think he's really cocky, which is fine. That's what boxers are, I guess. I'm not
Back it up.
on a Jake Paul train or anything. I could care less. I'm just saying this
He's
is not
easy
me.
to make fun of.
Yeah.
We'll leave it there. It's
So
just
is he.
Yeah.
So is he.
They're easy to make fun of.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Logan Paul killed it at WWE, though.
I
My
didn't
man
watch that.
killed it. Okay, we're not talking about them. That they have their own podcast. This is not supposed to be a podcast. Oh my gosh, this is going to be its own podcast video.
Beautiful.
All right. I also... Oh, just to say this before we move on, because I don't even remember. Oh, past few weeks punching bag. Okay. I'm going to try to frequently. I'm going to try to do a YouTube video every Sunday. Sunday fun day. It'll be my posting day because normally I hang out on Saturdays and I have stuff. And Sunday's just a good day. Sabbath, church. It's a good day to post videos. People aren't at school. Sunday's my day to post videos. So you'll have one this week, which will be this video. Yeah. That's crazy. We're filming this on a Tuesday. I have so much editing to do. I hope, actually, if this is just a podcast, I have zero editing to do. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. We're doing more podcasts if I don't have to edit for 4 hours.
I'm in.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
This is so much fun.
It is. I really hope this mic is recording.
I do too. Don't look like it, but.
Well, it keeps peaking sometimes when we get close to it, so I'm hoping. But then we can't see it moving.
Yeah, that's kind of scary a little bit there, Champ.
No, I know it's recording though.
Because the thing's going up and down on the left side.
Yeah.
But,
So.
Interesting. Hey, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Might have to run this again.
We can't run it again. That's not happening. We'll use the phone's microphone and I'll just cry.
Just cry.
So yeah, expect a new video every Sunday. This week it's this podcast. Next week we did the alphabet challenge into foam pit. It's a chill video. I tried a different type of video. I like it. Hope you guys like it too. I have a new intro. And then the week after that, screw it. It's, should I do prom or backflip tutorial? Prom. I have to promise editing. Okay, the week after.
True.
Yeah.
Prom's a lot more. I'd go back.
Okay, yeah, okay. So we're gonna go this video, this coming week. Then next week we'll do the alphabet challenge in a foam pit edition. Then the week after that is how to backflip tutorial. Mind you, I have the alphabet challenge and the backflip tutorial videos done on my phone, waiting to be uploaded. They're done, so I won't miss this one. Then the week after that will be prom, because our prom decided, let's go to Get Air. Enough said. But, yeah, these past few weeks, with the punching bag. I'm punching it. I'm having a good time. I'm breaking every record by over 100.
Oh, yeah.
They haven't had this machine.
For real.
They've had it like 6 months.
I don't know if it's been that long.
We didn't go for so long.
Oh, yeah. With, basketball and...
Because I didn't go during wrestling season.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been
Makes
about...
sense, actually. It's probably been about
It's
that
been
long,
about 6 months since they've had it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little less than 6 months, but we're just going to say 6 months because that sounds cooler.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to show off. I was breaking records. It was a good time. And I had
$1
$1 left. Zane's like, I'll take it. I'm like, okay. Puts it in. I'm like, yeah. And I'm recording him because I'm like, this will be a good part of some filler in the video. Just this little kid with a broken hand punching with his left arm. He punches it with his right arm. His right arm's his broken arm.
Yeah, school's a blast.
Yeah, he's sitting there. He punches the bag. In the video, you can't see him wince in pain. As soon as I put my phone down to stop recording, he's like, that hurt!
That hurt so bad!
He's like yelling. And the worker's like, yeah, don't do it. Like he's not holding a phone, but he's pretending to be me. Don't do it.
Such a stupid decision, but here, let me record it if you're gonna do it.
Yeah, so he
Yeah, that one was painful.
Idiot. I love him. His pain tolerance is amazing, by the way. When he broke his hand, he had 0 tears.
It was fun.
He's literally sitting there like,
fun,
y'all need to chill out. Like,
yeah, they were all having a
bro,
seizure.
your hand's like this.
Your hand's broken.
Bro,
so
chill
what?
out, bro.
Just relax.
Bro, chill out. It's
Cool
not that big of a
down.
deal. I can't pick it up.
Sitting there holding it. Like,
He's literally sitting there holding it.
Like, oh,
He takes his hand out to grab his
and he
own.
goes.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but these past few weeks, these sessions, it was pretty fun.
It's actually been a blast.
It was chill. Like, I tried to vlog a bit. Honestly, sometimes you just got to take a step away from the vlog.
Yeah, just have a great time.
We had a great time. And we got some really cool clips. I got over my fear of Cody.
That was amazing.
That is quite amazing. I suck at G-Tramp.
Isaac should be able to do it too.
All of us should. Dude, now that I've done it,
I honestly think I can.
No.
I just need to be able to tuck.
Okay, so this trick, mind you, we don't do this stuff, okay?
I like the ground.
I do a lot of flips, but here's my thing. I'm not a tricker, and I would call myself a flipper. I do parkour free running. It's just I live in South Dakota, in Hill City, South Dakota, mind you. I would say I should hide where I live, but I don't care. I've shown it off so many times, and I post about it. So, it's out there. But, yeah, you can't parkour around here without getting the cops called on you. And then the cops your dad. Dude, that jump was sick.
Gosh. Hi, Dad. Oh, you get me in trouble now too, Dad?
Yeah, oh, Dad.
Please.
Can I at least record it this time? But, yeah.
You record for me.
Yeah, so there's not a lot of opportunities. But,
No,
when I do get the opportunity, I have a blast.
I mean, the only place you're going to go is football field.
Yeah.
And there's 2 rails.
That's not parkour.
At all at that point.
No, that's just jumping over a rail and calling yourself cool.
True point. You got a point there.
Yeah, but yeah. So we were just having a good time. So with that, why I brought that up, G-tramping. I'm not a G-tramper. We bounce on trampolines because that's like the only spot around here that's like
open every day.
Open and available for flips and is an area that's actually safe to do them. I say safe because there are idiotic people around here. Lands on his hand.
That's me.
Yeah, but
I was in a safe place. It just didn't.
Yeah, it's just
didn't work.
Around here, there's not a lot of places to, no. Chase it. But yeah, we make it do. I have a great time. I fell in love with this sport.
Yeah.
Or this movement, not sport. And I still am I maintain 3 sports.
I try to, then this happens. I don't get to maintain my 3rd sport.
Yeah. He also has a very bad problem of concussions. My jacket's
upstairs.
No. Had.
Never had a concussion in my life.
He's kidding, guys.
I think I had my football season. Nobody
yeah,
that one, though.
But yeah, honestly, expect this upload coming this week and more stuff coming after that.
These past few sessions, though, have been a blast.
They have been. I've
gotten so much better from being broken.
He has, because he doesn't think about it now, because he has his hand.
It's just like, if I can make an excuse now. If I eat crap doing something I can usually do, I have an excuse.
Yeah, so now he's being more ballsy. Like, he struggles with fulls.
They're weird. They don't make sense.
He struggles with fulls. Some people get it, some people don't. He doesn't get fulls. He'll get it someday. He's only been doing this. Mind you, I teach all my friends, too. I'm self-taught.
And then you teach
And then I'm
everyone
teaching
else.
my friends, okay? So before you're like, oh my gosh, these guys
Loser.
suck.
Yeah.
Bro, we're just having a good time, okay?
We're out here to do something.
I take this, seriously. But that doesn't mean everyone else has to around me if I'm putting it in a YouTube video. It's a chill thing.
I take it seriously
Some people tried to tell me that I didn't try to fall on my back doing a backflip. They're like, bro, you're stupid. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, you liked my video, and you've commented 4 times telling me I suck.
I
appreciate you.
Thank
you for putting me in the algorithm. But, yeah, I did. It's like, oh no, I hope I don't fall. And I fall on my back twice. Just because, I tuck until I hit the ground, so I fall on my back. But, I mean, what? No, guys, I didn't fall on my back on purpose. It wasn't for a video.
Of course not.
No.
Never do such a thing.
Why would I do that, guys? I don't post videos. What? Yeah, but this was our attempt at a podcast. And
Keyword
I think we're going to call, well, I hope this works. We didn't do a test.
No, you just
attempted test run or anything like that.
Just go for it.
Mind you, I'm just going to show you this. That's our points. That's pretty broad, okay? I didn't want to have a script. I just wanted to have... Yeah, we're just talking. And if you guys like stuff like this, comment down below. This animation thing, I think it's pretty cool. Subscribe. You can always unsubscribe, as they like to say. Leave a like. I don't know what likes do. I don't know if they help with the algorithm as much as a view does. But leave a like. I appreciate it. So, this was Flipping Losers Podcast 1.
It's actually a lot of fun.
This is fun. I've enjoyed this quite a lot.
If they like this, we'll keep going.
Yeah, no.
It's actually a lot of blast.
I don't care if they like it.
I'm having so much fun doing this.
Yeah,
This is
we might just do a monthly podcast. I don't know yet.
so much fun.
I'll post stuff on my story about this because this was a lot of fun. We talked about him breaking his hand. We talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
If you guys like this, let me know because if I hear somebody likes it, I'll do more of it because that encourages me not to look for different ideas to try. I'll just stick with what works and you guys like. But yeah, this was Eli Isaac Flipping Losers Podcast 1 with Zane Messick.
That's me.
We're trying to get him to post. He did post on TikTok once.
One time.
It's an interesting post.
It's really weird.
He doesn't understand. I didn't teach him anything. He did it all on his own, and I'm proud of him. It was a good video. It just didn't fit frames.
At all.
Yeah, but it's fine. He just trusted the app instead of just doing it himself, which is, we all have been there. You look at old TikToks of me, I didn't know what I was doing. So yeah. Hope you all have an amazing day. It is about 9 o'clock. That's past his bedtime. And I think we're going to go to bed for tonight.
I'm just a little guy.
Yep. So, yeah, stay tuned for these videos. Like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy.